Just 2 weeks from today, voters will cast ballots across the country in a crucial midterm election, which could shift the balance of power here in Washington. A lot of people believe it will. Let's walk over to CNN's John King. He's the host of John King USA that airs right at the top of the hour. John, this is a crucial election for the House and the Senate. Let's talk about some of these key Senate seats that are up for grabs right now.
This is the big question mark right now, Wolf. As you know, most political professionals will tell you they think the House will probably shift hands. 2 weeks, long time, but as of today, the Senate is the big question mark. Here's the current balance of power. 59 Democrats, 41 Republicans. That's counting the independents who caucus with the Democrats. So what we did is here's some of the seats that are at stake this year. Now, voters will notice, and I'm sure we'll get messages. We've already assigned a few of these races. Florida, leaning Republican right now. That could change. We know that. This is a hypothetical. We've assigned some races based on current polling right now. Here I'm going to assign even a few more so that we get a smaller group of toss-ups. Again, the New Hampshire race, maybe it'll change Arkansas, maybe it'll change Louisiana, Indiana, but right now those seats are trending Republican, so we've assigned those over, which leaves you this group in the middle, about 10 races right there. Right now, you moderated this debate. Democrats are feeling more and more confident about Delaware, so they think that one will go their way. If I can get this to work and have it switch over. She's a little cranky today. All right, that's not going to work, see? There we go. We shift that one over. Republicans think they're going to win in the state of Colorado. Again, the polls have tightened in that race, but Republicans think that one is theirs. California right now, that's part of the Democratic firewall. A tough one. I'm going to give California the benefit of the doubt. It's been a Democratic state. Again, Republicans will say no way, but let's just turn it over for now. Republicans feel very confident about Russ Feingold's seat in the state of Wisconsin, so let's assign that one. Again, it's a hypothetical, but let's assign that one for now. Where are we? 48 for the Democrats, 46 for the Republicans. So if you're the Republicans, you now have to thread this needle. Barack Obama's old seat in Illinois, they do feel confident about that. People at the White House are very nervous about this seat here. Let's give that to the Republicans in this hypothetical. That gets them to 47. In West Virginia, the polls recently have tightened. Some think the Democratic governor could be coming back, but assume there's a Republican current in the election. And again, in this hypothetical, let's assign West Virginia. Where does that get us? 48, 48, with Connecticut, Nevada, Washington, and Pennsylvania. That's where Joe Biden was today, up in Patty Murray's seat in Washington State. Let's give that to the Democrats. She's leading right now. 49, 48. It could come down, and you could switch a few of these races, but to 2 or 3 races, like Harry Reid's seat in Nevada, the Connecticut Senate race right now. This is one where the Democrats feel relatively confident. So if we assign this, we're going to spend 2 weeks talking about the Democratic firewall. How do they protect the majority? Dick Blumenthal in Connecticut will be one of their targets. Joe Sestak in Pennsylvania, trailing for months, suddenly seems competitive, at least in some polling. Watch the Democrats shift money from some states into Pennsylvania, because if you look at this, they're at 50. As long as the Democrats can get to 50, Wolf, then Joe Biden's the most important person in America when it comes to legislating. The vice president would break a tie. But this is the chess going on. If you take one race and give it there, if the Democrats will send money in. If Republicans now see Sestak pulling slightly ahead, they're going to funnel their money in here. 5 or 6 Senate races that are key to the balance of power, which is why you're going to see resources and campaigning time split over the next 2 weeks. It is a fascinating game of chess going on with control of the Senate. Democrats today, reasonably confident, but what they're worried about is that there's a wave that takes a few of those races, like Connecticut, perhaps Delaware, that takes them away from them.
If there's a wave, they could lose the Senate. It's clearly possible.
Clearly possible. So this is the toughest challenge for the Republicans, but it's possible.
All right, you'll have much more at the top of the hour. John King, USA. John, thanks very, very much. In harm's way and under cover.